All right, let's go start the stage. Stranded unicorns. All right. Oh, gosh. Shoot, I just let everybody know I didn't want that to happen. Sending it. Sorry, I need to pop you up on the stage. Hey, everybody. How you doing? The regulars all joining up first. I love it. Ty, I invited you to the stage, by the way, bud.
Yeah, my computer's just going a little slow.
Sweet. Happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah, what's up?
I've been trying to get to some art, but haven't been able to get to some art today. So
Yeah,
all this cryopass stuff going on. So big stuff on that though. So yeah.
yeah. So if you want, no, I can jump into it because a lot of things going on around giveaways. I know a few memes have already teased the amount of giveaways we're doing, which is funny, which is clever. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so here's the deal, everybody. Real quick on the primary giveaway this week that we are running is based around meme. If you've seen, I did put in there. Oh yeah, I just wanted to actually kind of open it up to the floor real fast because it seems like quite a few people are trying to be even more creative than I was thinking they'd be, which is like a completely blank slate. So here's my thought. I just want to throw it out there. I don't know if everybody's in general chat. Yeah, let's just keep it in general chat. For the meme, would you guys want to everybody stick to just the picture that we created for everybody in that link? Or would it be better if you could just, because I do think that I want the face, at least the face of the stranded unicorn with the space helmet in there, because I guess the main thing I'm hoping is get more of our image out there in front of people. So anyways, yeah, put it in general chat. Let me know what you guys think because there's been some non-picture related memes there. What do you guys think?
Yo, Ty, we got 45 people listening. We got 12 people on YouTube. Let's get to the cryopass shit. What do you think?
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's do the cryopass. So, yeah. The truth is, we're running a test. We're going to be running a lot of tests to make sure our tech works. The smart contract is ready. The security is ready. So, anyways, while we were thinking about how to run a test, I was like, why don't we just make it that our test is like a small number that guarantees the people who are here now, if they get one, that they can get a stranded unicorn on mint day. And so that's going to be what we do. That's what Nolan put out there as that little cryo pass. And the truth is, it's going to be first come, first serve. Same rules as our standard mint, only one per transaction. We're going to try to do the same, just basically the same. We're going to pay for your gas. We're going to try to make it all happen smooth behind the scene. We're going to also test out our website platform to make sure that works. And if this goes well, or if there are any hiccups, it would be good for us to experience them here rather than in the main mint. So anyways, and one thing that we want to maybe focus on is that it not only gives you guaranteed access to get a stranded unicorn on mint day, but it also be used for all kinds of cool things like front of the line stuff, early access stuff in the future for future collections. When we start to launch games, we're going to find ways to make these people who own this be able to get early access. So we were talking today about making it its own standalone NFT. And if you do hold this, like you could technically sell this, I suppose, if you wanted to. And that's something I'm actually talking to some of the marketplaces about, and we'll be able to maybe have on our own marketplace. But long story short, this is going to have a lot of value early and often. So I would suggest try to jump in. I know a lot of people are like, how do I get it? At the moment, we don't really want to reveal anything about when it'll be out. We kind of just, it's mainly for our early supporters, those who've been here, engaged with the communication, hanging out on Twitter, watching our TikTok videos. And I know a lot of people have asked, how do I know if I've signed up for the wait list? And the truth is, if you did go through the process and it brought you back to our website, it's 100% that you are on our wait list. And we will be sending out an email this week, more of a hello, welcome to our community, and this is how you get a Phantom wallet kind of email. And so you'll see that this week. But next week, we'll use the waitlist emails that we have to be able to also notify of any potential drop time, drop days, things like that for when we are going to release the Cryo Pass. So what do you think, Nolan? Is that covered? Anything else you want to chat about that?
Yeah, basically, we're doing 1,000, and so of the 200 that we're reserving, we're going to be doing like a pre-test. So mostly this was to get a test going, another way to get a little bit of hype going around all the pre-sale type stuff. So basically, yeah, we'll be dropping, like we'll be doing 200 for ourselves before, and that'll go for the giveaway people as well. And then we're going to be testing all the process, like with the CAPTCHA and making like trying to avoid people minting multiple per wallet kind of thing to make sure that all goes. So, but yeah, so that's primarily the goal here, but then also to having the awesome NFT that you get additionally on top of everything. So
and the name of the game is to kind of be a surprise. Like on the day of, we will send out notifications and little clues and tips. So everybody's hanging out with us wherever we hang out, which is mostly Discord and TikTok and Twitter. You will get access, and we'll also send out an email as well. So,
okay. Off of that, Ty, what do you think about keeping it to Discord? Like we might send out Discord notifications a little bit earlier than the emails, simply because you guys are all here, like super tuned in, and I don't know. Like I think definitely like we'll send it out to the full wait list, gearing up to it as well. But like I think that. A part of it is to be like, all of you guys who are in here, like cranking, listening to us right now, like you care about this when one, like maybe a little bit more than the other waitlisters. And so we kind of wanted that to be a little bit of a reward here too. So I don't know. I guess, what do you think on that, Tyler?
I like it. I do. Let's see how many people are active right now. Like we have 922 people who are technically on Discord. They're not even necessarily in our server right now. And so my thing is like, how many people at any given second or moment are actively just watching our general chat or announcement? So I think definitely like here's what I would say for right now without thinking about it too much is let's do that first. Let's make it, maybe not even an announcement, just in general chat. And so like you'll get the most amount of notice if you're active on Discord. And then maybe we'll send like an email 30 minutes in advance, and we'll put a tweet out 30 minutes in advance, stuff like that. Because, to be honest, we do need like 800 people to show up. And I just don't know if we have 800 people watching our general every second. That's my thought. But, there's a lot of people chatting about this. It's hard to keep up. I mean,
if we send an at everyone on the announcement, I'm sure we'll get it soon. So I think what we can do is, I like the idea. General first, so it's just like drowned, like total homies are getting it. Then we do an at everyone plus an email at the same time and push it on. By the way, somebody asked a minute ago, a little darky, I think it was, asked if this is going to be like an account. Yes, basically this is, although it's a test, it will be actually like connected to the database. And so what's going to happen is you'll go sign up. You'll have to verify your email. So make sure that you got your email and you use that email. You be like have it open on your phone. You know what I mean? Like to be checking because we're going to send a verification code. You'll use that code to input it on the website, and that will get you the ability to unlock the mint. So, and all that while that's happening, like it's like the first 800, right? So, if it goes to your spam, like check your spam, go crazy, like looking through your emails as it comes. But hopefully, it won't go through your spam. But anyways, essentially, what that's going to do is going to create an account, and then it'll mint it for you if you're one of the first 800. And then at that point, right, it'll be in your wallet. You could go sell that. And then if you come back on launch day and you've sold it, you won't get guaranteed a unicorn, but it will, if you're one of the first 12,000 or I guess 11,500, you'll show up and it'll be there. Otherwise, you'll have to, if you've already purchased an NFT and if you get the NFT for the Cryo Pass, you hold that, and then you have that in your wallet on launch day. It'll basically guarantee you the sign in. What happens is when you connect your wallet, it'll log you into that same account that you've set up at this stage on the Cryo Pass, and then it'll be your like your Stranded Unicorns account. And also, it does still behoove you. I know it is still worth going through the email, like the sign up process, because even if you don't make it to one of the top or first 800, you'll have an account. And so next time on launch day, you'll be one step quicker because there already will be an account associated with your wallet. So you'll be going in, and then you'll be able to re-log in right away and get right in without having to do the verify email kind of thing. So yeah. There you go.
I like it.
Behoof. Yeah.
So actually, no, I had a quick question. When you're going through your, like, whatever we're calling it, the mint process, you do have to like arrive at finishing the process to technically activate it, right? Like, so if 1,000 people were to try to do it, the first like 800, so there is a little. Be quick, I guess. Be quick is the main thing, right?
Yeah. And Jack and YouTube just asked, wait, who's the 800 you're talking about? So just to recap, basically, we're gonna have 1,000 mint passes, or cryo passes, what we're calling them. So this is the demo here that I'm showing on the YouTube right now. Basically, that it's going to be 100 increments. So the first 100 players will get, in the bottom left corner, it'll say, player or first 100. If you're 250, it'll say first 200 or first 300, I guess. And and then basically, if you're we're going to be reserving 200 of this 1,000 cryo passes, because those are going to be given to the giveaway winners who've been winning, and then also a few to our team as well. So, and by the way, we're probably going to end up with like 100 sitting in our wallet waiting for future giveaways too. I just wanted to mention that as well. So we're going to be reserving 200. Then the next 800 players to sign up will get we'll get the cryo pass, and then on launch day you can take that cryo pass and use that in the game, or the Stranded Unicorns like main page to mint a unicorn. So
yeah. And I do want to put out there that technically this will be an NFT, and I'm working as hard as I can to get us with these third-party marketplaces. And if they approve us, which nobody has yet, but if they do approve us, you could be holding on to an NFT that you could sell. If it appears that there's enough hype around this project, you could sell your cryo pass for who knows amount. Well, I guess you could list it for $1 million. Probably nobody's gonna pay for that. But I guess the point I'm saying is, like, we're gonna start putting actual digital assets in your wallet, and if we can get connected and listed on these marketplaces, you could sell that if you think that somebody is afraid of not being able to mint. So, anyways, we're just trying to create value. We're trying to create long-term opportunity for you to benefit from holding this, or try to sell it if you want to try to be a quick flipper. Some people get really excited about that too. So yeah, that's pretty cool. There's one other thing I wanted to mention about it. A lot of people have been asking if this is going to be free. What about gas? Do you need to have Solana in your wallet? These are great questions. For those not familiar with us, everything that we do on our platform, we're going to pay for gas. Before you get too excited about that, that's like less than a penny per transaction. So it's not a big cost to us, but mostly what we're doing it for is to make it easy for you. So you can go through a really smooth like UX process on our platform without having to worry about connecting to all these different things. And, it's for those who've never done it before, it can be a little intimidating at first. And we're just trying to bring in new people to be able to have a good experience. And we're trying to show people who've been around NFTs, we think that the UX can be a lot better in general around the NFT world. So that is where we are at. I saw a few people mention, and we can keep talking about the cryo pass for sure if you guys want. I saw a few people talk about the meme contest, and I think it was NF Tree Man who's always bringing the good ideas. That as long as you have some aspect of the unicorn that Nolan put on with the space helmet, you can just cut that helmet out and put it on any image you want. So I'll make that in the announcements. You can use the base one that we offered, or you can make it whatever you want. But yeah, let's keep chatting about this cryo pass. What do you guys think?
By the way, you cannot sign on your phone. You need to have Phantom Wallet on your computer. It's a browser extension. So go to phantom.app on a computer to get the browser extension installed. And that's what you're going to need on launch day. And you'll also need that to be It's spelled Phantom. Phantom.
Yeah, we got links in our links page, our channel, and everything too. So, and that for everybody, sorry, who's already been around the NFT game for a while, our first email will one notify you that you are in fact on our wait list, but it's going to be primarily focused at helping first-time NFT people understanding what they need to have in place to be able to participate at Mint. Right, like say, right at the moment we've got well over 9,100 people on our wait list, but we don't know how many of them have Phantom Wallet installed on their computer. So if they all show up and they don't have the wallet in place, so a big part of our email campaign over the next few weeks is going to be educating and helping support first-time NFT people to be able to show up ready on day one. So if you've already got it figured out, sorry for the inconvenience. You can just gloss over this email, but do keep an eye out for notice on the CryoPass.
Yep, and by the way, you don't need Solana in your wallet. We'll be paying for all the gas, so right. You don't even need Solana in there. However, if you want to, however, if you want to list it on an aftermarket. This goes for the unicorns and the traits too. You'll need a little bit of Solana to be able to pay for the gas because it'll be outside our platform kind of thing. So
yeah, I've seen Little Darky Ass now a couple times. When it wasn't just me and Nolan, our brothers and business partners. Technically, I was the one who got into NFTs on a DJ type of level before Nolan, but we initially had several very different ideas for very different NFT projects. One of them, the one I thought was maybe the most fun, random one, we were going to do like a treasure hunt, like a real world treasure hunt. We also, for those you don't know, we are technically a design and development agency that has reshifted our entire focus to this NFT project. But in August, I guess technically is when we started talking about making our own NFT project, to Little Darky's question. And I think it was actually Nolan who shifted first into what if we did these things with traits and had it separate. And that may have been in September, definitely late August or early September is when the idea, the way that you see it now kind of first started forming. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but.
Yeah, and by the way, we were actually what happened was I convinced Tyler of switching from Ethereum to Solana, and then in that I was like, well, dude, if gas fees are so easy, like we can make the UX way more fun than a normal NFT project. And we were like, okay, what if there was no rules, and then we could just kept going. So,
and to be honest, that was the real light bulb moment for me. Is I was big into Ethereum NFTs, and I was like, man, we can't get away from OpenSea because OpenSea is just so much better than all the other marketplaces. Not even necessarily a better site, but that's just where more people are at, spending more money, doing more transactions. I was like, we have to do it on OpenSea. But at that time, in 1 week, I lost like $800 on gas on failed transactions. I also spent probably over $1,000 on gas on successful transactions, and I was like, fuck, this is really starting to weigh on me. Luckily I had a few successes with big like profits, but then a handful of collections I did buy into with big expectations had major technological flaws at Mint, which means all the gas, all the money I put in was pretty much gone. I had to sit and wait, and I was getting kind of salty with Ethereum. Probably the last week of August I was in a bad relationship with Ethereum at this one particular day that Nolan grabbed me, and then he started saying his ideas around these traits, and I was like, if we could do traits, and we offered him, we weren't even trying to go free at that moment yet. I think it wasn't until later in September when we decided to go free on basically everything. But I was like, people can do so many more transactions around being able to fuse their own traits. And that was kind of what Nolan's point was. But when the light bulb went off in my head, I was like, this has to be on Solana. We can't do this. Our project literally could not exist on Ethereum unless you were willing to spend thousands of dollars on all the transactions, when we're actually going to just pay for them for you. And it's probably only going to cost us like $100 a month to handle all the transactions. So, that's kind of, I wasn't planning to talk about this, but it's an interesting question. Like, how did we arrive at some of our ideas?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like, I think we've written it down in our white paper on where we said we would cover the gas fees, but definitely we're going to be handling the gas fees. So yeah, take it at our word now, I guess, and we'll make sure to go update the. Actually, I think on the website I did put it on there recently. So yeah. There we go.
And to be honest, you wouldn't even be able to pay for gas. Our whole UX is going to prevent you from even, like, we're just going to airdrop it. It's not, the whole process is an airdrop, so you wouldn't even be able to pay for gas.
Yeah. Okay, and we don't know exactly when the date is going to be. And we're thinking, I mean, it's too early to say a date, so we'll keep you guys posted on that. But really, right now, what we're doing is we're getting ready for this test, and so we'll go test it ourselves probably at the end of this week, and that'll be when we start minting the 200 for ourselves and the giveaways, and then from there is when we'll open it up once we go through the process and it's like perfect kind of thing, and then that's the plan. So, but we don't know exactly what date or what time. I think the time will probably be an East Coast U.S. time, like a New York time, Eastern Standard, because that's our time zone. So we'll probably make it where it's like not our night, but probably our midday to morning, and then that'll be covering all the European folks in the evenings kind of thing. But I don't know exactly what date again. So we both Tyler and I live in Florida, about 10 minutes away from each other. So, but it's funny, we haven't like hung out in like 2 weeks. So yeah. How do you get the airdrop? So basically,
Nolan, what's up? Just Knox Trades just posted a video with us included.
Nice. All right.
I just want to throw it out there because actually it looks like, because I'm not sure the name, somebody a few minutes ago asked if we thought about getting some famous YouTube people to join the project. I've been pounding people, DMing them on Twitter as much as I can, and we do. I wouldn't say he has the largest following, but he definitely has very respectable content. But his name is Knox Trades. He's growing on Twitter. He's growing on YouTube, and we've been trying to get him to go into TikTok, and he just started posting last week on TikTok, and he did include us. If you go to his most recent videos posted 19 minutes ago, we're at minute 21:46. We even got a little chapter on his chapter. So I haven't even watched it yet, but the first couple seconds, he's like, hey, this is positive. Yeah. He's like, I'm just looking at these guys for their mechanics. That's all I've seen. So anyways, kind of a big deal for us. We're pretty excited to have that happen. Sorry to derail whatever you were answering, but it's a big deal for us. So.
Yeah. Mattress just brought up TikTok, and we started on TikTok, and we're still trying to build up steam on Twitter. We're not really buying followers like a lot of projects have been recently, and so we're just kind of building up steam there. But we've been cranking on TikTok, and I think honestly most of the 4,500 in here are from TikTok. But we're just we're just super excited to be doing this. We didn't even have expectations to even need to do like a pre-sale kind of thing with this cryo pass. We kind of put up a huge number, just saying maybe we'll get there, in a few weeks to a month, and here we are, about to pop. And so somebody actually, I think it was Grandmaster last week, asked if we don't sell out right away, what's the look going to be on that? And we're pretty strong on this is a long vision, right? This isn't a sellout in a day or we bust kind of vision here. And so no matter what happens on this cryo pass or what happens once we actually officially launch a few weeks later, we're going to be building a engine here for Stranded Unicorns to keep going and blowing up. So we're just super excited about everything. So could I show the art for the cryo pass? Yeah. So we've already changed it a little bit. That we were going to make 1,000 videos where it was going to be player 0001, incremented to 1,000. But I didn't want to kill myself, so we're only doing it 50 increments. So there'll be 20 different art NFTs of instances. And so where it says player number 0001, it'll be first 50, first 100, first 150, first 200. So and basically, so the idea is that holding this beyond the launch of Stranded Unicorns is going to be really important as well. Just heads up, we don't have exact plans for it, but definitely it might get you some stuff in the future launches, because this is going to be a seasonal thing. Every 6 months we're launching new characters, new games are coming out. Like, it might give you access to beta play tests of the games. Like, who knows, right? We can go crazy. So this isn't just going to be like trash after we launch, basically what I'm saying. So just keep that in mind. You might want to hold on to it. And also too, hey, if we go pop in a good way over the next decade, then it might be dope to have a first 50 players on kind of thing. So, by the way, somebody asked in YouTube if we're going to be taking the first 200 numbers. That's a good point. So, Tyler, what do you think? What do you think about our 200 that we're reserving being 800 to 1,000? That way, like literally the first players who are signing up like get that higher rarity. What do you think?
Yeah. Sorry, let me make sure I understand. You're saying the 200 that we set aside would come in line or in order after the open mint on the. Can you explain it again?
Well, yeah. So you see this thing, right? Like the image that I'm showing over in the StreamYard, right? So you see where it says player 001, right? That'll be like first 50, first 100 kind of thing. And so if we go mint ours for for the first 200 to save for the teams and the giveaways, like we're kind of taking the most valuable ones of this collection, right? So maybe we take 800 to 1,000 instead and give it to the players for the first 800.
So in my experience, number one is probably super cool, but outside of that, it doesn't matter too much. But lower number is I like that. I think it's a good idea.
Yep. Yeah. By the way, Sap, you just said apparently you already won one. Yes. So basically, if you've won a giveaway, which was going to give you a unicorn, then this will get you one. So we did have a giveaway giving away trait boxes. I guess, Tyler, we didn't confirm that. They're not getting these, right? They're not getting a cryopass instantly.
Yeah, I mean, when we did that, we didn't invent this idea just yet. So
but where are we on that? What do you think?
I think that like trade boxes are pretty cool by themselves, and that's all that we claimed at the time. So I would just tell those like 5 people or whatever, just keep playing the game. Make sure you're checking your emails and stuff. Yeah. We can't make everybody happy. I want to make everybody happy, but we can't make everybody happy. So.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, Jack just asked in the YouTube, if you sell a unicorn, will it sell the cryo number? No, this will be a completely separate NFT, and all it's going to give you is like the ticket to be able to mint a unicorn no matter what on launch day. So it's going to be separate, where it'll stay in your wallet separately even after you mint. So you could go mint your unicorn and then sell the cryo pass if you'd like. I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a drop after launch, but again, as I said, I think that this will get you things down the line. So you might want to think about holding on to it as you go. So, yeah. So basically, any giveaway, me too. Any giveaway that was getting a unicorn will get a cryo pass. Yeah, of the 200 that we're going to be reserving for ourselves and for the giveaways. So, and actually, Yeah. That's all I'll go with. Yeah. By the way, it's going to be free. This will be free too. Basically, what we're doing here is testing the process. Like even today, when we were like mapping it out with our dev team, Ted was like, well, dang, I'm like a little nervous about like what happens if we go over 800. Like we need to really lock that down to make sure that it's synced properly. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's why we're doing this. We need to test this for this and for the main mint when the 12,500 happens. I mean, 12,500 is a way bigger number than 800. So, but like who knows? Like, shit could get crazy because I mean we're already at 9,200 on the wait list. So, and I don't even think everybody in Discord is on the wait list either. So, let's see. Any other questions?
I think I would like to talk a little bit about where everybody lives, like time zones, and specifically, if we're going to be doing little stealth drops around these cryo passes, I would really love to give everybody as equal a playing field as possible. Like if you're showing up and you're watching, like I want to make sure you have the equal chance. Like people in Australia and asleep in the middle of the night, you know. So it looks like a lot of Europe. Yeah, we should do a poll for time zones. I'm not the best with Discord, like creating polls, so we'll have to get some help on that. But yeah, let's stay tuned for that. And by the way, we've got all week to kind of sort out how we're going to do the cryo pass next week. So there's no rush today, but definitely if you're paying attention now, you probably have a slight advantage at least. So looks like somebody asked if we're hiring. What kind of skills do you have there? If you want, just DM me. I'm the guy who hires and interviews and stuff like that. So by the way, I'm Tyler, if you don't know. But yeah, DM me there. We're always looking for great new team players to join our team.
Yeah. And also, I've realized all this craziness and excitement is happening right now. I wanted to mention that we're going to start doing game nights outside, not our games, but just like games. And so we're setting up a Minecraft server. So if you like to play Minecraft, I'll be hosting Tuesdays, doing games right after Tyler and I talk. We're going to be doing it, and then I know XTZ is doing Mondays. HF is going to do not a Minecraft. I think it's going to be a Scrabble game on Wednesday. Thursday, I'm going to do another one. So really every day but Sunday right now, we got plans to do a game night. So we want to start hanging with you guys more. So just heads up on that. We've got a channel down in the on and off topic with the game nights. So just heads up if you want to go play Minecraft with us. And I'm gonna be trying to get all of the rad. I call it Rad Team because that's our company name is Rad Collab, and all of our team. I'm gonna try to get everybody in. Maybe even Tyler. I don't know. Tyler's not much of a gamer, but
certain games I like a lot. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get involved for sure.
I don't think you played Minecraft, have you?
No, not that. That would be new for me. But if you guys want to play some old-fashioned Super Smash Brothers, I'll take anybody on from Kirby. I'll tell you that.
Love it. Yeah. Cool.
Man, I'm pumped. We got this guy who talked about us on his YouTube video. I'll be honest. I really respect his insights. His opinions are very calm and mature. A lot of other people are talking about NFTs. They get super into the hype and they're like, "Oh, you got to watch this one." And they paid me 30, NFTs to talk about it. And in all my private conversations with him, he showed no interest. And he actually said he won't take any payment. He talks about projects that he believes in. And, I don't think he was strongly endorsing us. He was just saying what they're doing is interesting. It's kind of cool. It might be worth checking out. So just to get that from him is pretty cool. So go check it out. Go follow him on TikTok too. He's trying to get his TikTok content going. I think he's Knox_trades on TikTok. So he brings a lot of information about cool projects. I've learned about a handful of projects I'll probably invest in myself just from learning from him. So, outside of us, go check out other projects and I would learn from him. He's a trustworthy source in my opinion. So that's why I'm so excited that he was willing to talk about us on his stuff. So I'm pumped.
Heck yeah. Looks like we got a spammer in YouTube asking if I've got a OnlyFans. Not yet. Yeah.
How much you pay to see him take his shirt off there? What do you think?
Yeah. Shut up, Tyler.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. What up? So yeah, I guess really quick, it's worth going through. We haven't really talked about the project. We're just talking about how to get it. So by the way, I'm Nolan. I'm the artist and designer, and we've got a few other designers on our team. We got 2 developers, and Tyler does everything else. Basically, we're just we're gonna be launching. Everybody's gonna be getting an MT unicorn, and so what happens on the mints is you get to you'll be able to create an account first, and then. And I think I saw somebody ask about multiple accounts or multiple wallets from the same person minting. And so we're going to be trying to avoid that. And that's also a thing that we're trying to test in this initial process, in this CryoPass process as well, is that we're going to be we're going to try to lock it down to one per wallet. And so in that, we're going to have a CAPTCHA, we're going to have an IP lock, and we're going to have a little bit of stuff. Basically, just we're going to try to avoid people minting multiple and to keep it to one per person, because essentially we want 12,500 players to be playing on day one, and we want we want a whole lot more to be playing in the future as well. So they basically, as you fuse traits, so every week you collect a trait NFT, which you open a trait box, and that's actually the only spot where we make proactive money outside of resale, is that you get a free unicorn, and then every week per unicorn you get a free trait box. And then in that trait box, you get to see 3 traits, and you get to pick one for free, and the other 2 you could purchase if you wanted to. And that will be like, we still haven't finalized the pricing on that, but we'll have that really soon. And then basically at that point you'll be able to fuse those traits to your unicorn, or not. You can hold those, or you can sell those as well. And and then as you fuse it, it'll upgrade your unicorn. It'll increase their power level, and you get to choose colors. So it actually updates the art as you go as well. And so that will have an effect on the games that are coming in the future. That we're calling them layer 2 games, because basically it's like kind of like Loot, where the layer 1 foundation is the unicorn dashboard, where you collect traits and you fuse them, and then layer 2 is the games that allow you to play those with your unicorns in PvP battles. So we're just pumped. Like everything's working really well right now, and like we're gearing up. And like I tell you, I think of the year from now, it'll be we'll be really flying. I think we're planning to make it so that every 6 months we have a new drop of new characters that will go into the games, and they'll have a whole new set of traits, and we'll be shutting off the unicorn traits, and then the new traits will be like, themed to the new character, but those will also be able to go to your unicorns. And so kind of like they'll go back and forth, where, a unicorn trait might be worth more in the future as no more unicorn traits get minted anymore. And so it's like, we're just trying to set it up to where like every decision that you make is a trade-off. And because of that, it's going to be really fun to try to like come up with strategies that are like long-term plays that also kind of affect the value of everything too. So
on that note, real quick, I wanted to chat about what I anticipate, or maybe even a better way of putting what I hope to be the case in the early days of our project on secondary markets. Because for those who don't know, we are going to end up having our own marketplace, where on our site you will have your platform where you can view the leaderboard and your unicorns, your traits, all within all the things that you own that are ours. If you get a CryoPass, if you get all these things, you're going to be able to see them. And if you have traits that you have not fused, you're going to be able to see what your unicorn would look like. If you did fuse, you're going to be able to see power levels, ranking, all that stuff. And so that's great. But on the third party separate marketplaces and on our marketplace, what we want, it's very important to us to create enough demand that other people who missed out early want to come in and join our project. And the more of that is happening, the more valuable your base unicorns will be, and the more valuable your traits will be as individual NFTs themselves. And theoretically, the more valuable your unicorns that have a handful of traits fused. So for us, a lot of people have been asking about, does the waitlist guarantee me access at Mint? And I'm getting more and more confident every day, even as we're growing, even as we're nearly already, the amount of people who we need to show up are almost already here. And we have about 3 weeks until we launch. So it seems likely that far more than 12,500 people will be aware of us prior to Mint. And I think that's good. That's really good for everybody. It's good for the community if on the day of, say we have 20,000 people who want to Mint, but like we've been going over, only 12,500 people actually end up having one. then you could immediately sell yours for a fair amount of money if that is something that you're interested in. And if that is possible, then everybody wins. If you have traits that other people want, then they're willing to pay, everybody wins. So, I know a lot of people say that hype and FOMO isn't necessarily a good thing, but you do need to have a little bit of it for secondary market prices to really reflect value in the long term. So it's very important for me. I'm the giveaway guy. I'm the marketing guy. I'm the one doing Twitter and everything. So what I really want is there to be more people who want one on day one than we have available. And if that is the case, it's really, in my opinion, at least, better for everybody who does end up getting one. So, I'm kind of itching and scratching to get 20,000 people to try to show up, and only 12,500 people get it, because those who do will be able to sell for much more money than they would have otherwise. That's, I'm just letting you guys know that's my intent. That's my thought process, but I'm open to hearing suggestions and talk about that too.
Yeah. So Ignition just asked about fusion for the Pegasus. Basically, in order to get from exactly. In order to get from a base unicorn, which is like, normal unicorn, to a Pegasus, you have to fuse another normal unicorn. It can have, 10 traits fused to it. It doesn't have to have any though. So you fuse that to a maxed out unicorn, you get to Pegasus. And then in order to go from Pegasus to Pegasus 2, you have to fuse another Pegasus. So you have to basically create two Pegasi, and then fuse the Pegasus to the other maxed out Pegasus. And you can go to Peg 3. There's up to Peg 3. So, yeah. Are we going to use Soul or custom utility to buy the trade? So so we're basically the way that we're doing the additional traits is we're not actually charging at the mint. We're charging to unlock the mint. So we're going to have a credit card payment, and also a Solana payment as well through Phantom Wallet is the plan for that. So so that'll be how we do that. Okay, so NFT man, I think somebody else brought up in the YouTube as well. If we're going to do an IP lock, can you guys both mint together? And so I don't know, we're seeing. I guess I'm just a little nervous with greed a little bit. We already had in one of our giveaways a greed issue, and it kind of spooked me a bit of one little oversight, and there's room for people to go crazy, even people who wouldn't normally go crazy. And so because of that, I up until that point, I was we're not going to IP lock, we're just going to device lock. But I don't know. I'm a bit spooked, and so I guess we'll see. I think what we're going to do is we're going to lock it for 24 hours. So it's if it doesn't go mint out, then you still have a chance to go mint again the next day, with different account and a different wallet. But I think even then though, it still allows people to have two unicorns in their wallet, and it's unfair for everybody else who's playing by the rules. So, but if it's your partner or whatever, I know it's a little frustrating, but I don't know. I guess, what do you think, Tyler? I'm spooked with it overall.
Yeah, I think after we run a test, with the cryo pass, we might have a better answer for that too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If the cryo pass, if something happens where one person gets 500 of them, I'm glad that we learned it on the cryo pass, and we can figure out a way to adjust. But yeah.
Cool. All right. And Jock, sorry, have you been asking questions on the Twitter live? Because for whatever reason, we're streaming right now on StreamYard, and we only are getting YouTube messages. So maybe we've been missing the Twitter shit. But honestly, we haven't had many people coming in the stream. Usually people are staying in Discord. So sorry for missing that. We're still getting our bearings on all of this, building public stuff as much as we can. So, but sorry for delay on that. But the launch of the cryo pass. Yeah. So you also mentioned, Matres, about I don't think, Tyler, you haven't written anything on the website about it, right? for?
No, I mean,
yeah,
I'm kind of thinking this is a community engagement type of activity. We can, maybe I can mention something, but for the most part, I really want the people who are like living and breathing in our
cool.
Discord and stuff to benefit. So I don't know. I guess let me think on that a little bit.
Sweet. Yeah, and I mean, also it's a bit of a new development. Like we were kind of rumbling, talking about it last week, and then this weekend we went from like 4,000 people to 9,000 people on the wait list, and we're like, okay, things are going a little bit. Maybe we need to, maybe we do need to like look at this more seriously. And I mean, also too, it's just like one like one misstep on the technology and things are looking iffy, on a project. And so we just also want to have our bearings really, really tight for the full launch. So, yeah. All right. Mentioned before, but could you add a Twitter, TikTok, raid chat section? What do you mean by that, NFT man? Where do you go to be part of the wait list? So yeah, by the way, I just want to confirm with everybody that it is not a white list. It's a wait list that you can get to from here from our socials and links page. There's a links page which has a wait list link on it, kind of thing. And yeah, last I checked, we were at 9,200. Let's see. Yep. Right there still. But yeah, I haven't posted on TikTok in like 3 days, so it always pumps whenever we're pumping there too. So, yeah. Is there, if there's a second cryo pass, which is less rare with more mints after the first season for people who are late? Yeah. I think that we probably, I mean, I don't know. It's tough to tell, but I think that for future seasons, we probably won't do a cryo pass. I mean, I guess we'll see how it goes when it comes up, but we're planning on just having larger mints in the future because they're also going to be coinciding with the layer 2 game launches a little bit better. And so this one's definitely probably going to be our tightest circulation because we want to build this into, millions in circulation because there's millions of players playing the layer 2 games kind of thing. And so, but yeah, I mean, until we get to that point, we're not a game yet. And so that's kind of where we're looking at. This first step is like a little closer to, profile pick project that, has a lot more mechanics to it. And then once the games start launching, we'll be also launching new seasons, which are like new characters that fit into the lore and like expand the universe kind of thing. And so, that's kind of the vision. And so those drops will be probably bigger. We still haven't nailed down anything, but that's the plan. Is that those will be bigger kind of things. So yeah. So with the buffs like strength and such, how important are they? So yeah. So like it's actually really cool. I want to kind of like recap on what happened last week a little bit. So we were planning for like really the entirety of this project. We've been planning to have it where the most powerful unicorns by, every time you fuse a trait based on its rarity, you get more power level from the trait. And we were planning where the top 400 unicorns based on power level, not based on like highest strength, but just like highest power level overall, that was going to give you the ability to be in a paid leaderboard every month. We were a little worried though with the closeness, like everybody's cracking down on securities right now. And so that's why we changed things up a bit. And basically we came into Discord last week and we're like, guys, like, sorry, but we're not going to do the leaderboard. Like we're probably not going to get into the aftermarkets if we do this. And then NFT Man brought up such a cool idea where basically we do giveaways based on like kind of quests, like quest-based giveaways is the idea. And so basically every month, every week, eventually, and every day, eventually, we'll be doing, the highest like top 100 in strength this month are gonna get split this much money, and that like, and so that is your decision to either go chase down more strength or whatever. It might be intelligence, it might be whatever, and then we might even do like another month. But it's not going to be fixed, right? Like the next month it'll be a different prize with a different prize pool, and so it could be like in October the spookiest looking character based on votes in the dashboard gets the the split of the prize. And so it's stuff like that where that will have an effect. Like the attributes that you create will have an effect in the layer 1, but also, and that's how we were looking at all along, is ultimately it matters the most to layer 2, where layer 2, if you have a character with high endurance, then it's going to have high health, right? And if it's a split between red and orange, that means that it's a high endurance, high strength, which means they'll be doing higher physical damage. So it'll be like a tank that does damage. And so that's kind of the vision, is like, in if you're playing League of Legends, you might go play a tank, and then the next game you might play support, and then the next game you might want to still play support, but it's a little bit different on the attribute, or like you play a different character because it's a better team comp to play with a different support. And so that's the vision of this, is like, is you start with one unicorn, but eventually by fusing traits, you'll get more unicorns, which you'll allow you to spec those in different attribute classes, which will give you the ability to like play different matches in different ways. So you're playing tank. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Like that's kind of the thing, is like, there's some cool looking NFT project games that are looking cool, but you have to own really expensive, like multiple expensive NFTs just to play different matches different ways. Otherwise you're stuck always playing with the same assassin or whatever, and like it gets boring, like you want to like do it differently based on the match and the different different day even too. So I just posted a picture. This is a reference, is basically based on, these are the exact same traits, right, on both sides, but character A went crazy on dexterity, so that will give them really high range damage. But then character B went a little bit on the tank side, but actually it's less tank. That one's more like an assassin that can avoid damage, really. And so, but it's like those are the exact same traits, but they do completely different things based on the way that you fused it. So that updates the art, and it also updates the character stuff. So so mage is blue, which is intelligence. So they'll be able to do magic damage, and so it doesn't require ranged magic though. So like you can be like blue/orange, and that'll be kind of like a magic assassin, where they do high damage like really up close, So but yeah, I'm definitely making a mage. That's my plan. So yeah. Cool. Do you want to cover anything, Ty? I went on a long tangent there.
Definitely the giveaways. There's been a few people asking about giveaways. There's the meme giveaway. There's two sides to it. One is just posting here in Discord, and the 5 they get the most amount of reactions. Like any type of reaction is technically a vote. The 5 that get the most reactions will win a base unicorn this Friday, when the contest will be running all the way until Friday at our 1:30 p.m. Eastern time live. The other half of the same giveaway is by following us on Twitter and mentioning us with that unicorn, with your meme in it, with our stranded unicorn in your meme. You'll also be up for randomly being chosen to be one of the 5 who win there. And also something I kind of alluded to a little earlier today is we're going to be running some secret, no rules announced giveaways. Me and Nolan have like an idea for what we kind of want to see our community be like. And for some of those members who portray those characteristics all on their own, we're going to start randomly choosing some of our more some of our community members who portray those types of things. And without getting into too many details, being engaged, being kind, and being helpful are very important for us. And that could be here, Discord, Twitter, wherever you want to hang out with us. So anyways, just keep that in mind. Me and Nolan are going to start randomly choosing some of our better community members to highlight the types of community activities that we're hoping to incentivize. So yes, I see some people are already joking. I mentioned that earlier. I don't know if this helps necessarily, but they started drowning the conversation out so that nobody else could see it. I don't know if that's necessarily being helpful, but I do think it was clever. I guess I can give that much credit. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the so somebody asked if you have 100 luck, would it mean 100% crit chance? And no, so it's not a 0 to 100% scale kind of thing. It's more like it's more just like a point in your skills, and that will give you, based on the game, it'll be balanced separately, if that makes sense. So like you know, because basically we didn't want to make it like out of control where maybe for whatever reason a game is like super imbalanced where if you're super high on strength, then you basically destroy everybody. And so this allows for the chance to have each game balanced individually from each other, so that way like there's much more opportunity to have it where like it just lets the game dev, whether it's us or somebody else, it lets the game dev balance it for themselves. And that's the thing, because I mean, like, you know, I don't know if you've played any MOBAs, but like that's pretty much all they do is like create new characters and then balance them after, nerf them after there's like new characters are doing too much damage, or their ability like makes it so it's really hard to beat them, right? And so yeah, basically, yeah. By the way, Hex, you asked if I'm a League player. I used to play a bit. I actually played Here's the Storm a lot after, because the community was much less toxic. So yeah, but yeah, that is like what I keep in mind, is like that kind of play style is like, how can we support a MOBA to a first person shooter to a race car game, right? Like and everything in between, you know. And so like that's kind of the vision on everything. So yeah. All right.
Yeah, we might need to get this party started. We got so much work going on.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like this. Is real active. A lot of people showed up today. It's great, but we are trying to, kind of in crunch time. Last 2 or 3 weeks here before the full main project launch. So Nolan is, Nolan doesn't like to talk about himself, so I'll do it for him. He is our artist. He is our designer for our website and all of our platform. He also is basically our project manager with our developers, coordinating a lot. And to be honest, we still have clients that we service some of their websites and apps, and Nolan manages that too. So anyway, sometimes I got to protect Nolan from himself. And I think as much as we'd like to keep hanging, I probably need to make sure Nolan get back to some of the things he's got going on.
Good call. Yeah. By the way, Solar, you just brought it up. Last thing is, yes. If you want to give away which got you a unicorn, you will be getting a cryo pass. So, yeah.
All which right, actually everybody. Is more valuable if you think about it, because this will give you early access, front of the line pass type stuff way down the road. So we don't know exactly what yet, but definitely more value than just a unicorn too. So which is good. We're happy to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, hey, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being in here. It's so nice. I think this is our largest